You're good to go.
Thank you, Amy. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the latest MRC special board meeting. I'm Karen Fasell, president of the board. We're here today with another short agenda that will consist primarily of an executive session for the board to receive an update on the current status of potential partnership plans with Revere Capital Advisors. We will, however, come out of that executive session and provide an update for folks. We had a closing scheduled for tomorrow, which I will tell you right now is not going to happen, but we're receiving updates on what the current status is, and we'll be providing folks a little bit more information at the end of the meeting about that. I think that's about it. We're expecting the executive session will probably last about an hour or so, perhaps a little bit longer. Okay, so with that, I would ask if we have any adjustments to today's short agenda. No, seeing none, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session.
I move we convene in executive session pursuant to 1 MRS section 4056E to consult with MRC's legal counsel regarding contractual rights and duties.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote, starting with you, Bob.
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Dana?
Yes.
Sophie?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
And I am a yes. So with that, we'll move into executive session. As I mentioned, we're anticipating the executive session to probably last at least an hour, perhaps a little bit longer. When we come out of executive session at this time, we're not anticipating any actions by the board. However, we will be providing an update to let you know a little bit about what the current status is of discussions. So with that, Amy, you can bring us into executive session.
You're all set.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are done with our executive session. Took a little bit longer than we had anticipated, but we're back here in public session. We don't have any action that the board will be taking, but I wanted to let folks know, as I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, that the closing that had originally been scheduled for November 30th, this would be the closing whereby Revere Capital Advisors would partner with MRC together in Municipal Waste Solutions to own and operate the facility in Hamden. That closing will not be taking place on the 30th, which I think is tomorrow. Revere has been working with Maine DEP on the permit for the facility, which has a few conditions attached to it. And in order to get their financing and investors on board, those conditions associated with that permit just need to be clarified, and they're working on that now with DEP. Their hope is still to be able to close by the end of the calendar year. So we'll be receiving updates on that periodically. We do have an annual meeting scheduled. This is the MRC annual meeting scheduled for Wednesday, December 14th at 3 p.m. This is going to be in person this year, as well as accessible online virtually. It's being held at the Orono Town Hall, their town council chambers. We invite you to attend if you're able to in the area in person, or to watch it online. We'll be providing further updates. But I will say that while we're still encouraged that Revere is working very diligently towards a close, MRC continues to work on contingency plans to make sure that we can get this plant up and running and get a source of financing in place in early 2023, so we can get this facility operational and accepting waste again in 2023. That is our intent. As always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to a member of the board or contact our executive director, Mike Carroll. And with that, we hope we see or hear from you at the annual meeting. The annual meeting will provide an update. We'll also have an opportunity for questions and answers and input from members and others in attendance. So that will be an opportunity. We will be sending out, perhaps invitations have gone out, I can't remember, but we'll be having a constant contact with information about how to attend or how to register to watch it virtually and participate that way. All right. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add before we leave? All right, great. Well, thank you all very much for your attendance today and your time, and hope to see you or hear from you on the 14th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.